Jordan.
Ian.
Who went skinny dipping, tried to do a cannonball, forgot how gravity works, and now pretends to be a cloud as they nakedly circumnavigate the Earth.
Will.i.am?
No, two guys. One. Imagine that, like, cannonball, just floats up.
It'd be a new Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah.
Cannon whoop.
Hello, and welcome to episode 28 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where if listener counts were money, we'd still be poor.
Yeah, probably have less than none. We'd have to pay people.
We should start doing that, that's a good idea. My name is Ian, and I am joined by the guy who's slightly starting to resemble a pizza, Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
I'm cheesy and bubbly.
Get a shower.
Yeah, that's before the pizzas.
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm about the same. I'm stuck back in this room, so again, I'm deliciously warm and just kind of
Cheesy and bubbly.
cheesy, bubbly goodness. Absolutely. And I haven't even got a pizza oven. I just haven't bathed in a year.
It's just natural, yeah.
Yep.
Just to jump in, sorry, there's weird things happening right now with AI, isn't there?
There's a lot of weird, crazy stuff, yeah.
So not only as we record right now, there's been a few incidents. There's been the UFO leaks, if you want to call it that.
Yep.
There has been the really sad happening with the Titanic submarine.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. I cannot believe that something like that has happened. It's absolutely mental.
It is, but then when you consider it's operated with a game controller, I'm not massively surprised.
Yeah, Joytech.
It was something like a $40 game controller.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that. I mean, if you were going to be doing something so dangerous, you think you'd put a lot more safeguards in place?
You'd think so, especially when they're paying $250,000 each.
Yeah.
Baffles me.
If I'm carrying my dinner from the kitchen to my dining room and I have a knife on the plate, I still think to myself, I better hold that in my other hand so I don't fall on it, and that's just walking about 3 foot.
Yeah, you do have very long strides, to be fair.
I do, yeah. It's an 80-foot room.
You live in a field.
I am a cow. Moo guys, what's up?
Oh, no. But yeah, really sad, though, about that. And it seems that they all perished. Although, if the submarine did implode, apparently that's instantaneous and they wouldn't have felt a thing.
I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but the best case scenario for a horrible situation.
Yeah, if there is a way for them to go in that situation, it's probably that one.
Yeah, if it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, very sad, very sad.
Absolutely. So we are a comedy podcast, by the way. Anyway, my third point being AI. And, I mean, AI has steadily become massively impressive lately with, of course, ChatGPT was a big unveilment, as it were, in people's lives. And then also the AI voices is a massive one now. So I'm just starting to scratch the surface of using AI to replace my voice within a musical context.
Okay.
So, like when you hear the new creations, as it were, where you hear, I don't know, John Lennon singing or Freddie Mercury. Obviously, they're no longer with us, sadly, but it sounds like it's them. So I found a way of doing that, and it's all, at the moment, open source Google Drive stuff. There's no software for it.
Oh, right.
It's very hard work. But it's amazing, the things that you can do. You just put your audio file in, and it spits out their voice. It's weird.
So what you're saying is the singing lessons aren't going well, so you've just decided to resort to existing people's voices.
Yes, exactly. And I'll see if I can make them sound shocking. They're like, oh, Freddie Mercury's had a bad day.
I think he must have been on a night out just before he started recording that track.
Oh, crikey, no wonder they didn't release that. The music as well, it's shit. So I'm having a bit of fun with that. If anything of note comes of that, I will definitely share. But I just thought I'd mention because I think it's a really fascinating idea. And I think it will open up a lot of legal issues down the line too.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the argument that it kind of takes away from people who actually put the work in.
Excuse me? What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Jordan excluded.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, people who create AI artwork and AI music, it's kind of taken away from the people who actually have the skills and knowledge to produce these sorts of things. And I can kind of see where it's coming from, because the market could just be flooded.
Present company excluded still, of course.
Oh, naturally, yeah. I wouldn't dare put you down, Jordan. You're bigger than me.
Not quite as big strides, though.
Yeah, I can run away. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of mental to see. So, like, we put out a podcast every week, but there are now ways that you can insert information into a generator. It'll listen to, like, say, all your podcasts. You'll give it a topic, and it'll spit out another episode for you, and it'll be not you speaking. It'll be the AI generating content for you. So, I mean, even we're going to be out of a job soon.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, yeah. I started doing this because I hate it.
Oh, I was looking for a way out, and that's it. So are the listeners as well.
Is this where you admit to me that you are actually AI, Jordan?
But the point being that I think it will create so many legal issues because I'm going to say it now. I'm certain that Spotify and, Amazon Music and so on will all have playlists that will say, for example, the Beatles and then another artist, the Beatles bracket AI.
Yeah.
It's going to happen at some point, and I just don't know how legally it's going to work because, who you hear, the sound of their voice, for example, that person isn't really involved. Like, they've done nothing at all. Mm-hmm. So do they really deserve anything? Because it's just using what currently exists now.
I guess if you're using that person's voice, it's akin to using someone's likeness. So the royalties should probably go to if they are deceased, to the families of the people whose voice they are using.
It's such a grey area, though, because, again, they've done nothing towards that track.
Or maybe be allowed to put it up but claim no revenue from it.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So at the moment, very grey area. But I'm excited to see what happens with it because I think it opens up so many doors that were just permanently shut before.
Yeah, definitely.
Potential issues, sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, what have you got coming up for us today?
Oh, well, yeah. Today I am going to be telling you about a man named Phil Schneider. Have you ever heard of him, Jordan?
I have not heard of Phil Schneider.
Fantastic. That is a lovely story then. You will, your ears will be treated to some delicious new information.
I hope so.
And what are you going to be going into today?
I will be giving you a quiz for misheard song lyrics.
Brilliant.
And I'll explain how it will work nearer the time, but you will have the potential to win prizes.
Oh, like actual physical prizes?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I come and do this anymore. I think the last thing I got was episode 15 where you gave me some booze.
And you got absolutely smashed, apparently.
Nah, I don't drink, mate.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all. You're a fucking camel.
Yeah, I just store it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I got such a fat ass.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, they've got 2 humps on their back. I've got 2 humps on my back.
My hump, my hump.
There's Black Eyed Peas again.
It is, yeah. It's will.i.am is taking over today.
At least he's back from space.
True.
Glad to see him back.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let me jump into this story for you.
Nice.
So, today I'm going to be telling you about Phil Schneider, born 1947. Pop quiz, Jordan. Which infamous UFO crash was reported to have happened in June of 1947?
Ooh.
Well, you should know this.
Roswell.
Correct! Well done!
Thank you. I've got a point. It's not even a quiz.
I'm just going to throw out all your prizes, though.
You can just make me cocktails next time.
Good idea, yeah. Although my terrible cooking skills translates to making drinks as well.
I'm going to say, do you just boil the alcohol off then?
My measurements are generally just half gin, half Coke. There you go. That's an Ian cocktail. And that goes with anything.
Do you mean Coca-Cola?
Yeah, of course I did.
Just suddenly get a bit sweaty and shifty and you just pull your collar.
Yeah, of course I do, yeah.
What's this undissolved powder? It's weird. It's icing sugar, Jordan.
That's the Ian cocktail special. A little bit of icing sugar sprinkled on top.
Into gin. Oh, straight gin. Lovely.
Delicious. Anyway, back to the story. Schneider was an engineer and whistleblower who in 1995 began making the rounds at UFO conventions, making extraordinary claims about his experience involving aliens and secret underground bases. Is that not startling, Jordan? Do you not want to be like, oh my God?
Sorry, I was blowing myself again.
Again? Do you ever stop? Me with my Coke habit, you with your blowing yourself habit.
Could you imagine if it was actually true? Oh, God.
The creepiest guys in the world, just us two walking through town. One of them sucking himself off, while the other was just taking continuous lines of Coke.
And somehow he's walking down the street on his hands.
Yeah. Just doubled over.
No, my thought was that somehow, imagine being sat down with your legs straight in front of you.
Yep.
You put your arms on the floor,
Yep.
palms down, you lift yourself up,
okay.
and then your legs start going around your head.
Like a pretzel.
Yeah. And then you just start walking down on your hands. Amazing. The beauty is you'd be well off your face, so you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even notice. Half the time I don't even realise you're there. You're below my eyesight. So.
Oh, God.
So Schneider says he was born into a family.
You don't say.
There was more to that sentence.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You just keep quiet, right?
Zipped it.
Just stick something in your mouth, all right? I know you've got plans for that anyway, so just jump ahead. So he says he was born into a family with a background in classified government work, namely his father, who he says was part of the Philadelphia experiment. Pop quiz, Jordan. What was the name of the boat that apparently teleported during the Philadelphia experiment?
Ooh, I don't know.
They used a ship called the USS Eldridge.
Oh, didn't know that.
I wanted to talk about Philadelphia experiment a while ago, but when I looked it up, it's just like a ship was teleported. People were in pain and crazy. The end.
Oh, right. Okay, that would have been a short episode.
Yeah, I mean, I might try and, drag it out or something.
Please don't.
But like, have you ever heard of the USS Eldridge, Jordan? I have, yeah. Oh, tell me about that. And then, use you talking to me as the filler for the episode.
Yes.
Finish it off. It teleported, it came back onto your pit.
My question for that is, how were people in pain?
Well, supposedly, when it teleported, it was like a green mist surrounded it, and it was seen to phase out of existence. It teleported to another port, but apparently when it came back, people were fused to the ship.
In what way?
So it's like the ship kind of...
Like they were soldered to it.
Well, it's like imagine the ship just kind of went transparent so you could fall through it. So when people fell through it, when it got up to where it was going, it solidified again and they were like stuck halfway through it.
Like Jumanji in the attic.
Exactly. Very, very good. Yeah. Yeah, some people were said to have gone crazy. Yeah, it's just a bad time for all involved, really.
Oh dear. Didn't know that. That's quite interesting. Shame that it's only 2 seconds worth of content.
So, in Schneider's talks, he claimed to have worked as a geological engineer specialising in the construction of underground bases. But making cool rooms for big government and military people to do all their secret stuff in is not what he was talking about at these conventions. For you see, in 1979, he says he was part of a team embarking on a project to build a deep underground military base in Dulce, New Mexico.
Okay.
Which has been brought up before in a Bigfoot episode, remember?
Yes, yeah, absolutely,
Remember?
100%. Yeah, I remember everything.
Brilliant. So, during the construction, as they were drilling deep into the earth, they accidentally broke through the roof of an existing underground facility. But this one wasn't military, it wasn't government, this one was an alien base. So down they went.
Oh, I like it when they go down.
I bet you do. You like it when you go down, sausage gob. Just anyone goes down, really.
Yeah, I'm not fussy.
No preference. So as they got down to the base floor to have a wee gander about, as they explored deeper, they came face to big grey face with an angry bunch of aliens. He described these beings as small, around 4 feet tall, with grey skin, large heads, and black almond-shaped eyes. His words, Jordan, not mine. But a typical description that we have become familiar with nonetheless.
I've never heard that.
Have you never heard the almond eyes thing?
Don't know what you're on about.
You just heard eggy eyes, and that's just like, it's like your brain's like a shot glass. You pour a bit of info in.
Oh, I've heard of eggy eyes.
Yeah. Pour a bit of info in, another bit spills out.
Yeah, there's only so much room. Jesus.
So, as they came face to face with these aliens, wouldn't you know it, the little bastards were not in fact happy to see these dirty human folk wandering around their super secret hideout, strutting around like they own the place, using the alien cups in the break room, going for a wee and not flushing the toilet, generally acting like the most unwanted of guests ever, really. So, what do you think happened, Jordan?
I think they ended up forgiving them and everyone got along.
Yep, they just exchanged jobs. And let them go. This is a really oral-orientated episode, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I fucking love it.
So any other guesses as to what these alien f***ers did?
Well, I'm assuming from that response that they didn't get along.
That is correct. They did not get along.
I think they shot them with a laser.
Holy f***, you've been reading my notes again. That's right, Jordan. They did not politely ask them to leave. They attacked. Schneider alleged that the aliens opened fire on him and his team with advanced energy weapons.
Oh, so I was right.
You were right. I think that's the first time I've asked you, and you got the outcome correct.
That's definitely not the first time.
Well, you've just spoiled my content for the rest of it, because that's what the next half an hour is going to be about.
What about laser weapons?
Energy weapons, yeah. I'm just going to describe them, how they smell, what they taste like, how many I can fit in my bum.
Just don't fire it, whatever you do, don't fire it. With that, would it just dissipate into your body, or would it, like, travel through you?
Okay, well, clearly you haven't been reading my notes because I'm going to tell you.
Nice.
He stated that their weapons emitted a powerful and deadly beam that disintegrated human flesh and caused severe injuries. Schneider himself was reportedly hit by the weapon, resulting in the loss of several fingers on his left hand and sustaining injuries to his chest and legs. And during the convention talks, he showed off these injuries as alleged proof of this incident.
Thank God he didn't get shot in his asshole.
That would probably be A, one of the worst places to get shot, and B, one of the strangest strategies to try and scare off aliens. He's been watching too much Braveheart.
Those conventions he'd be banned, wouldn't he?
Have a look at this!
And I've got evidence to show you! You just hear his belt get undone.
It's like halfway through, as he's leading up to it, you hear the belt unbuckle, the zip go down. People are thinking, what the fuck's he doing? That poor man!
Just me in the corner on my hands.
Oh, yeah!
You not realising you're even at a convention.
Yeah. Too high off my tits, just in the corner, talking to a curtain or something.
So, do you come here often?
Yeah, so I bought this TV off this bloke, and he said it didn't work, but when I plugged it in, it was fine. Guy's like, yeah, oh, no way. So during the firefight, Schneider said that his team fought back using the conventional firearms that they had on their person, but the alien superior technology was able to easily overpower them, and some of his members were unfortunately killed by the alien weapons.
Oh, that's a shame.
Absolutely, innit? Schneider described the aliens as having a hive-like mentality, with one being controlling several others. He said he was lucky enough to have killed two of the alien fuckers by shooting them with his pistol, and as they were making their escape, they set explosive devices that were used to seal off the tunnel they had breached in an attempt to prevent the aliens from pursuing them.
That's a clever idea.
I don't understand it, because they said they were drilling down into the earth, so you'd make a big hole, then you'd go down into the base, so if you blow it up, it's not going to fill the hole, is it? It's just going to make the hole bigger.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It could cause that hole to collapse into itself, though.
Maybe.
And thus fill itself in, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking it might create, like, obstacles for the aliens to, like, climb over, like bricks and debris and things like that, you know, for them to get over to actually get up to the surface with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the aliens are going to come after them anyway. If they're on the surface, they're like,
Yeah, I guess so.
There's too much sun. I'll burn if I ain't got my factor 50 on.
So, after the battle, Schneider says that he and the surviving team members were taken to a hospital for medical treatment. But from there on, the government covered up the incident, erasing records and discrediting witnesses to maintain secrecy. So, Jordan, before I blow your nipples off with tons of supporting evidence...
Just not with the lasers, please.
Damn it, put my laser down.
Yeah, I'm still sat on it.
I've got it trained on you. So, what do you think of that story? Sound plausible? Truthful? Absolute bollocks?
Well, the fact that the guy has said injuries, it doesn't imply that it's really from aliens or because of aliens, but...
Very true.
I mean, something's happened in his life.
Yeah.
So, potentially plausible.
You would think that anybody might be able to look up the medical records of him, like if they were investigating, and
That is true.
if it was, say, like a woodshop accident, they'd be able to see that that was where it came from and instantly disprove it. So I guess, you know, as he's showing it off so readily to people, it kind of gives it a bit more credence, maybe?
Yeah, so have people actually followed this up?
I don't know.
Okay. I was hoping you were going to say that, oh yeah, that they can't work out how those fingers got severed.
No, there's no information on it. I did look up, unfortunately. Couldn't find anything.
Couldn't you just call the hospital?
I did, yeah. I called America. I called every single hospital. Most of them hung up on me.
Right. Wasn't when you were high as was it?
Possibly. I mean, I only remember calling 2, so...
Okay.
But my phone bill's like a few million, so I must have called more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think with exchange rate now, that's probably about fair.
Yeah, thanks, world.
You f***ed me again.
Well, I f***ed myself, really.
Someone has to.
I'm glad it's me. I know what I like.
Yeah. You even disappoint yourself, though. That's the sad thing.
Most of the time, yeah. Or the coke just makes it impossible to get it up.
Oh, dear.
So, anyway, after surviving the encounter, Schneider decided to share his knowledge and experiences with the public. He began giving lectures, appearing on radio shows, and as I said before, doing conventions, where he made sensational claims about the existence of a vast underground network of secret bases and collaborations between extraterrestrial races and the US government, and the practice of advanced technologies hidden from the public, such as genetic experiments on humans and the creation of advanced weaponry.
Ooh.
He even went so far as to claim that the US government has made a secret agreement with different extraterrestrial races trading technology for permission to conduct experiments on humans, which was allegedly set up originally by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Do you know anything about that, Jordan?
I've not got a clue what you're on about.
Right then, well, let me fill you in quickly.
Nice.
With information.
Oh.
On February 20th, 1954, President Eisenhower, while on a holiday... Go on, laugh it up.
I can't wait to hear that. Well, how about a holiday?
While on a holiday. So, took a line as I said it. On February 20th, 1954, President Eisenhower, while on holiday in Palm Springs, California, made a nice little nighttime journey to nearby Air Force Base to meet not one, but two aliens. He says he went to the dentist, but dentists are usually asleep at that time, so I don't believe it for a goddamn second. While in this supposed meeting with the aliens, it was apparently agreed between the two meeting bodies that the aliens were allowed to abduct a certain amount of humans a year in exchange for alien technology. So cheers for that, Dwight.
You fucking bitch.
Calm down, Jordan.
Sorry. I did get a bit
Getting angry.
bit tetchy then, didn't I?
So, Schneider's untimely death in 1996 further fueled conspiracy theories, as some believe he was silenced to prevent him from revealing more classified information. He passed away in January of 1996, and his official cause of death was reported as suicide, which these things usually are, but the autopsy report revealed a peculiar detail. An apparent piano string had been tightly wrapped around his neck 3 times.
A piano string?
Yeah, very strange. What a weird way to end your own life. I'll wrap a piano string around my neck 3 times and just sit here.
Yeah, so he wasn't hanging or anything then?
Well, it gets stranger, because when Schneider's body was discovered, he was found positioned with only his head resting on a wheelchair. Blood was present on the floor, but strangely, no blood was found on the wheelchair itself, with no visible wounds on his body to explain the blood on the floor. And weirdly enough, after he passed, the police and medical examiners did not complete their investigation, leading many to speculate that his death was caused by his use of his free speech.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a weird one. So he had a piano string wrapped around his neck, and his head was laying on a wheelchair.
And where was his body?
Just laying on the floor.
Oh, right. I assumed it was severed or something.
No. So his head was resting on the wheelchair, and his body was laying on the floor. But there was blood on the floor, but no cuts on his body, and no blood on the wheelchair. And I can assume there might have been some cutting from the piano string, but no blood on the wheelchair. So it's kind of an odd one.
That is a very strange one.
So the circumstances surrounding his death sparked even more controversy, because in May of 1995, during a public speech before he died, Schneider discussed various topics such as the New World Order, black budget operations, secret military bases, the alleged alien agenda, and his intention to release a book containing all of his accumulated information, which included his notes, photographs, and manuscripts. But unfortunately, his wife Cynthia Schneider, his only surviving relative, stated that shortly before his death, US intelligence agents had searched his house and confiscated a lot of their property, including family pictures and writings, and yes, all of the documents Schneider had planned on releasing.
Government cover-up for sure.
Sounds about it, doesn't it?
It does.
So that's your evidence.
I guess so, yeah. That's true.
So what are you thinking? Like, is the story too insane to believe, or do you think it could be real? Do you think he knew something else and he was maybe just trying to get attention by saying that first and then, like, going to release the other stuff later?
I do think it could be real.
Dulce, New Mexico, as we said before in the Bigfoot episode, I think it was episode 18 maybe, off the top of my head, but it's the Bigfoot Run Burger Kings if you want to go check it out. But Dulce, New Mexico has a myriad of paranormal activities, like with UFOs and Bigfoots and poltergeist activity and all that sort of stuff. So
it ties in with your theory, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's an Air Force base there, so maybe there is a collaboration between the government and the alien forces, and there is a base underneath. Because where else would you stick them? You can't just stick them on the high street, can you?
They always say that hide things in plain sight.
Yeah.
But that would be maybe a bit too plain.
An alien grey run KFC or something.
Just next to the Bigfoot one.
I'll have a 10 nugget box, please. I feel like I can't understand what you're saying, but I don't know why.
I feel like.
Yeah, something's not right here. Oh well, they'd pay anyway and get your chicken.
It didn't give it away either, did it, having the clear jelly around them? You get your nugget box and it's full of just jelly.
Disgusting.
You start complaining, and then they cock the laser gun and
Just disintegrate you.
just fucking.
Anyone else? Sporgar, stop destroying customers. He dissed my chicken.
Grey FC.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Excellent.
That wraps up my delicious story of Phil Schneider. So, misheard lyrics. Lyric me,
Okay. I have my trusty whiteboard.
Brilliant.
So essentially, there's going to be 10 questions with the potential for you to earn 30 points.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see how well you do. I'm going to give you the
Finger.
yes, the misheard song lyric, and then you will tell me what the actual lyric should be. Bonus points for if you could tell me the song, and bonus points if you could tell me the artist.
Okie doke.
So it's all riding on this, you know.
Ooh.
Not quite as exciting as that, really, but yeah. First one, we'll start off, I think, quite easy.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Saving his life from this warm sausage tea.
Saving his life from this monstrosity.
Oh, I think I'll give you it. It's actually spare him his life from this
That's the
monstrosity.
one. Spare it. Yeah.
But I'll give you that because I'm feeling kind.
Thank you. That's Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yay! And you got your extra points.
Yeah.
Well done, you. That's excellent. I did think when I first heard this, saving his life from this warm sausage tea, which sounds revolting.
It really does.
It does, doesn't it? I was thinking that's served up to, like, cleanse your palate from that bird curry.
Oh, God.
Give you a bit of this warm sausage tea just to help that bird curry go down.
It's just tea that you stir with the sausage.
Oh, no. It's when you boil hot dogs and it's the water.
Oh, grim. Yeah.
Lovely.
You poke a hole through the middle of it and then use the hot dog as a straw.
It's a clever idea, actually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just wait for it to cool down first. You don't want to burn yourself.
That's better when it's boiling.
Yeah, then you can't taste it.
Bye, taste buds.
Yeah, exactly. Forever. So, number 2. Does it make a difference if we're naked or not? The clock is ticking.
No idea.
No idea. Are you forfeiting all points on this one?
Yeah. I've no idea.
Oh, no. Okay. So it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. And that was Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
That's the guy.
And 0 points for that round, Ian.
Ugh. If I could hear the melody of it, I'd probably be able to get it. You know, when like even if you say like actual lyrics from a song to me, I can't place them because I can't hear.
I get that, yeah. I feel like that would be too easy, though.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know a lot of songs. I'm like the worst mental musician in the world.
Okay. It's certainly mental. Here's another one. So number 3, kick a chicken with it.
God knows.
No idea. Oh, Ian.
I don't think this is going to go too well for me.
No, I don't think so. Trapdoor is loosening.
Wait, are you going to hang me for it?
No, I was just thinking that you'd just fall and maybe break most of your bones.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. Thanks.
You know.
It's like nice to know there's no prizes, but there is forfeits.
I did say about prizes, didn't I?
Welfare.
And that was a total lie. That was just to make you more excited.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
You're so kind.
So that was Getting Jiggy With It by Will
Of course,
Smith.
it's Will Smith.
And-
Miami in it.
Getting Jiggy With It.
Oh, it's getting jiggy with it. Damn, bollocks.
Never mind. I think this one might be quite a tricky one.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel mean adding it now. Never mind. Here we are now in containers.
Here we are now, entertainers. That's Nirvana. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yay! Well done. Excellent.
Yeah. Fucking points, man. Yeah.
Absolutely well earned. I thought that might be quite a tricky one, actually.
I've just saved my femur from certain death.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Thank God.
For now. The next... Hang on, let me just check which one this is.
The next one is under the one you just read.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yes, you're right. Sorry. And it's before the one after that.
That's the one, yeah.
Got you. At number 5, you've been outright offensive for so long now.
No idea.
No idea? I'll give you a clue. It does forfeit you a point, but it is an Eagles song.
No idea. Never listened to the Eagles, really. Not my jam.
Fair enough. So it was You've Been Out Riding Fences for So Long Now, and that was Desperado by the Eagles.
Yeah, I had no chance.
Fair enough. Number 6, Wrapped Up Like a Douche, and then you roll her in the night.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's not a sentence that could happen. You can't roll up a douche and then like swaddle it like a child. Wrap it up.
I should clarify, these are misheard lyrics. These are not the actual lyrics of the song.
But still, I mean, like, these kind of lyrics are ones that people sing, and they're like, why did they sing such a strange lyric? They don't stop to think, that's just outright daft. Why would that be the actual lyric?
Absolutely. My wife does that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever do that thing where you put headphones on and like you're singing along to a song and you only know like some of the lyrics. So like to yourself, you're going, on the night out, Skablutif Manolabu. You know, like you're just kind of saying what it sounds like.
And you're just filling in the syllables.
Yeah, but when you're singing the song and other people can hear the song, it sounds, sounds about right. But when people have got headphones on and they're doing that to themselves, like singing along and you're just like staring up like, what are you on about?
Yeah.
People just, Skabu, Fleeby, Sneeby Blue, Crabble, Stubble, with a pigeon on his head. Just, I always love to hear people do that. It brightens my day.
I mean, the difference is that they were listening to a German song.
Yeah, I'm the idiot. I'd be so close-minded, like, oh, that person doesn't even know the lyrics to that English song that they're definitely listening to.
Yeah.
What a I am.
Yes?
Anyway, sorry, what was the lyrics? Wrapping up a douche and rolling her in the night.
So it was, I mean, the actual lyrics don't make that much more sense, really. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
Oh, okay. Never heard of that.
Yeah, Manfred
Jackie
Mann
Chan.
and Bruce Springsteen in the song Blinded by the Light.
Right, yeah.
Never mind.
No clue.
Oh, well, you're not doing too well here.
No, really not.
But let's see if you can redeem yourself. Shamu, the mysterious whale.
No, not even going to bother. Hazard in, I guess.
Okay. Anyone at home? Maybe not. So this is She Moves in Mysterious Ways.
Right.
And that is U2 with the song Mysterious Ways.
Not a U2 fan either. Do you remember when Apple put that on everyone's phone?
Oh, yeah. It was on the iTunes.
Like they thought that was going to be a good idea. Yeah. It's like, here, have a free album. Not do you want it, just have this album take up all your storage.
I thought it was just the one song, wasn't it? Was it a single?
No, it was a full album.
Was it? All right. I think I only got one song. They shortchanged me.
They really did. You should call that up.
I think I'm all right, actually.
U2,
Number 9. You might remember this from an episode a long time ago. We'll see if it's there in your old memory bank.
Is it going to be Taylor Swift, blank space?
It is! So you've got 2 points already.
I've been reading your notes.
Nice.
What was the third thing I'm looking for?
So, it might help if I read the lyric to you.
Let me read it to you. Gotta love these Starbucks lovers, was that it?
That is! Gotta love the Starbucks lovers. You know what? I'm going to give you 2 bonus points for remembering
35 points.
And what should the line be?
Yeah, so it's Taylor Swift, got a long list of ex-lovers.
Well done. I'm going to give you 2 extra points for all of those because
Yay.
I was super impressed that you remembered any of that. Well done.
Thank you very much. I've told you before, I haven't brought this up in a while, but my memory is stupid. It remembers ridiculous things like that. Like, that's a fantastic example. Like, ask me my kids' names. Knows.
Like, yeah, where are your kids right now?
People often write in, it's like, why don't you actually mention your wife's name on the podcast? Don't remember it. No idea. But, your misheard lyric from, like, episode 1.
I think that maybe was it, actually.
Yeah, forever imprinted.
Well done. I'm very impressed by you and your strange memory.
Thank you.
Number 9, you're nearly there. You made the rice, I made the gravy.
No idea.
So this is a Billy Joel song.
Oh, no idea.
Okay. So the line should be, you may be right, I may be crazy.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
And it's called You May Be Right. I quite like that misheard lyric, though.
Yeah.
Although rice and gravy sounds awful.
Although my wife, God bless her, can't remember her name, but she loves gravy, right?
Ugh.
And every single night we sit down, we have the discussion, oh, what would you like for tea tonight? She goes...
Gravy!
Yeah, she sheepishly starts like running a circle on her knee, looking down like, maybe we should have Yorkshire puddings, mash and gravy. I'm like, oh, please, not again. Can we just have something else? Chips, cheese and gravy?
It wouldn't be my go-to choice.
My wife just absolutely loves it.
Yeah, with a side of Yorkshire tea.
Yep, a couple sausages poking out.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, delicious. Number 10, the last one. Poppadom Peach.
Papa don't preach.
Yay! Well done. So that's a point to you, but can you guess the artist and the song title?
It was Madonna,
Well done.
and I think it was just Papa don't preach, wasn't it?
Well done. Excellent.
Nice. I am fantastic.
There's you with your snapping auto-tune. So, do you want to know your score?
4.
It's a little better than that. That was a whole
4.5.
15 out of 30.
Okay, so not too bad.
That's not too
considering I missed about 90% of them.
Yeah, I
think
mean-
I actually got 3 right.
Yeah, I did give you a couple of extras, but that was because I was very impressed with you.
Thank you. Very kind. So very kind, Jordan.
You're most welcome. I am super kind.
Okay, so what do I get for 15 points?
You get a fortune cookie.
Is that just in the post, or do I have to come pick it up?
I have eaten it.
Oh, all right.
I've got the fortune for you now.
Oh, right. So I'm going to have to get it out the other end, am I?
It's all right because I'll be on my palms and just have to bend down a little bit.
Ever since that time travel episode, you've been looking for an excuse to use that, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Go on then, what's the fortune? You will be a human toilet.
Let's see. It is... The fortune you seek is in another cookie.
Oh, God. Is that what I'd have gotten if I got the extra 15 points, the second cookie?
Also, I've got a problem with the fact that they are called fortune cookies. If someone offered me a cookie and they gave me that, I mean, I would absolutely just kill them.
I mean, maybe a bit on the extreme side there, but care to explain?
No, it's not a cookie. It's not a cookie.
What is it then?
It's a fortune cookie, but it isn't a cookie.
Well, what is it?
It's a... So it's like a crisp, isn't it? Fortune crisp.
Fortune crisp. Why are we discussing fortune cookies?
But I've just got such problem with that because it's not a cookie.
You go and take that up with whoever created them and let us know the outcome.
Okay. Right, I think we'll finish that there, shall we?
Yeah, so I think we will call that there. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that about wraps it up for today.
Absolutely. Quick while we're well and truly behind.
Thank you very much for tuning into today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. If you would like to get in touch, have an idea you'd like us to research, have something read out in a future episode, or even if you just want to say hi, you can find all the links to our socials where you can reach us at twoguyswhatsup.com, which will be linked in the description of this episode for your clicking pleasure. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Take your friend to an underground base, grab some aliens, sit down and bond over some Two Guys What's Up, making us the first interplanetary podcast.
There's a thought.
Yeah, man. And don't forget, we now have a Patreon where you can find all sorts of Two Guys What's Up bonus stuff, including merch. We have some badges, which also comes with a shout out, and we now have our very own branded Two Guys What's Up t-shirts that are available right now, which are super comfy and come beautifully adorned with our ugly mugs.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly. All that is over there, starting from just £3. So if you like what we're doing and you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do it, head over to patreon.com/2guyswhatsup to check out all the goodies over there. Link will be down below. But if you can't, or if you just don't want to, but you still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in the Apple Podcast app would go a long way to help us out, and we would be eternally grateful.
We would.
But on that note, thank you for listening. Have an amazing week, guys, and we will see you next Monday. Bye. Guy who's starting to slightly starting. F***ing hell.
Jesus.
I'll get it in a minute, I swear. I'm the idiot.